I guess I'm kind of bothered by consumptive entertainment. Things that don't produce any product. Now, I like movies and TV shows, and I watch them at night because I'm bored and lonely. And I play computer games on occasion. I have particular kinds I like, and I feel kind of like I'm wasting my time. And I do realize that for some people, some computer games can be social. But I guess in a community setting, I wouldn't really want people spending all their time just consuming. I mean, I don't know what's an appropriate level of media to consume. I don't know that it's good for me, how much I've consumed. And I'm a special case because I'm so isolated. But even so, I think about all the hours I've wasted, maybe wasted or enjoyed, whatever, watching really interesting media. I mean, sometimes it's documentaries or thought-provoking things. So it's not necessarily a total waste, but I think about the total amount of time I spent and how much I could have gotten done if I would have done something else. And certainly computer games are neat for a while to learn the interface and get the gist of it. But once you've gotten that creative satisfaction of learning it, I don't know how many hours you really need to spend getting your little dopamine fix off of playing a computer game forever. Now, I guess online games where you're chatting with people, in a sense, is social. You're just not physically in the same location. And so I hesitate to criticize that. Like, I guess World of Warcraft or something, somebody mentioned to me, for her it was a very social experience. So I'm not knocking that. But still, I think we can do even those things better. Like, it may be more fun to watch media with another person, and even have, in a community setting, have everybody watch a certain set of media, or, have a channel, a social media channel of some kind, where you're saying, hey, let's all watch these YouTube videos, and then you can discuss them, and you can have playlists of like really interesting ones that in some way you get a shared experience, and then you can discuss it, and perhaps use what you're learning to continue and benefit each other, to engage, I guess, more deeply with it, perhaps even writing reviews of that media and analyzing it. I mean, you could even take a show like Friends, which is massively popular, I guess, still, and you could evaluate them as kind of morality plays of like, what is the conflict that occurs? Should it have occurred? What does this teach us, I guess? Because like a lot of sitcoms are based on somebody telling a lie and then hilarity ensues. So seeing them as morality plays and actually analyzing stuff might be really interesting. Maybe for some people that would ruin the point of kind of checking out mentally for a while and just zoning out on it. But I guess I don't want to have everybody just zoning out. And when it comes to computer games, there might be ways that we can actually choose ones that enhance our social existence. For example, I think Dance Dance Revolution is this dance game with a monitor. I've never played it. But that's actually a physical activity. And I can imagine in a community that would actually be a really great thing to have. And you could provide it for free. And then you'd have people moving as they play. I guess there's something called Wii. Or there's probably other things with, because virtual reality games are improving all the time. You could have physical virtual reality games, and that seems like it would be better. I've also thought about designing various forms of games that would actually require you to walk around, kind of like Pokemon Go, I guess, requires you to walk around. There's another one, I forgot the name of it, but you could imagine games that actually cause social interaction and are less game-like in a sense, but like pro-social games. That sounds like a cool idea. And then, if we look at media, we can watch movies, but maybe we should be making movies. Maybe we should be making TV, and making videos, obviously, is kind of part of that. Like, that's one of the reasons I've thought about inviting a bunch of YouTube creators here, especially ones that I think are intellectually interesting or have something really of value to the culture. And that would be really pretty cool to take it to the next level. And for computer gaming, one of the next levels would be making computer games. Like, there's one called Bellatro that was made by one guy, although he's got a lot of people in his credits that helped him out. And he worked on it for a couple of years. It's designed off poker, but it's not poker at all. And it's not used for gambling. He's against that sort of thing. And he doesn't even release his name, his real name. He just uses a moniker. I forget what it is. But actually, Bellatro is a pretty fun game for a while. Now, playing it, eventually, you got the idea. And, like, I'm kind of tapped out on it now. I played it for quite a while. And I've lost interest to some degree. But it's an elegantly designed game. And so, rather than just playing games, we could be making the games. And that guy made, like, last I checked, based on his sales, it's just months ago that I checked it, he had made like $13 million since the beginning of last year or something when he released it. So, and he was working on a new version. And it might be more than that. I'm sure it's more than that by now. And so that's the next level. I mean, so like, if your kids are playing computer games, that may not be bad for them. It maybe you want to guide them towards things like City Skylines, I think is one. It's like SimCity, but it's actually better than SimCity. And it's a thinking toy. It's a design game. And so it's not just a consumer experience entirely, but a creative thing to play. And then after kids are getting older, you can teach them programming, and they can start making their own games. And that'd be pretty awesome. So consumption could actually support creation. I guess I'd rather see that. Not just consuming, but turning consumption into creation. Yeah.